it's that time of the month to switch out what's in my makeup bag and to shop my stash so that I can continue rotating my products and getting to know everything I own in this beauty contentment journey that I'm on. These were the cheap products that I've had in my bag for about a month now, and I want to talk about them before I get into the next products that I'm putting in. So this e.l.f. primer infused bronzer, I'm kind of conflicted because I used to really like this. Like last winter, I really liked this because it was the right tone of bronzer. Like it wasn't too warm and it was light enough to go with my paler complexion. But for whatever reason, this year I am finding that it's warmer than I'd like. So I'm kind of thinking, is it my foundation shade that's throwing me off? Or is it my skincare that's causing it to oxidize weird? I don't know. But I'm gonna have to keep trying it. It's not bad by any means, but I'm kind of noticing that the undertone is a little light and orange for me. This is in the shade Forever Sunkissed. And oh, let me show you. Like, you see how light that is? I kind of thought it's perfect, for the winter when I'm not that tan. Not that I tan a lot anyway, but you know what I mean? Like, it looks kind of more orange than neutral. And I don't know. I'm gonna have to keep using it, but that's what I was using this last couple of weeks, and it was fine. But there are other tones of bronzers that I like more than this. There's like scraping marks when I made Franken products with it, and yeah, I I haven't tested the whole primer infused part of it, like to see if it's really that long lasting, but it was good. It was good. e.l.f. primer infused bronzer. The next product is this Revolution Beauty SophX highlighter palette. I was pleasantly surprised using this last couple of weeks. I remember buying this because the reviews were great, and I was blown away just because I've kind of overlooked this palette. Like, I don't know why. Maybe I don't know if it's the packaging. I don't know if it's because it's older, but I kind of just overlook it. But these are such good highlighters. Like, they're capable of going the highlightery route, like the super metallic highlighter, and they don't even feel that creamy when you swap, like when you touch the product. But when you swatch them on the skin, like, it's so pretty. Like, it could be natural or a bit more icy and metallic, just depending on how you apply it. So I've really had a good time like experimenting with these. Like, for example, I would use these on my eyes or my inner tear duct area. These darker ones on my lids, and these would be great on the face. And I've kind of been mixing these with the white shade just because I don't want it to be like stark purple or pink on my cheek. But this has been good, kind of like under blush. But yeah, like I've been really enjoying getting to know each shade and just liking the way it looks on the cheek. And it lasts pretty long. So I've been really happy with that. And finally, this, well, it's not a Tarte blush palette. It's actually just a Frankenblush palette. I have to be careful with this because, as you can tell, it's kind of cracking. And I think it's just because it lives in the makeup bag and it gets bumped around in that bag a lot. And it's in the car with me and stuff. So I have to be really careful using it. You can see the different shades. This is more nudie, a bit more corally, and two different shades of pink. I really like how these turn out. Like, I don't know. I also feel like I overlooked this palette. This is why I paired them together because I was trying to really remember how I feel about them and what I like about these products. But I'm pleasantly surprised because these are so pigmented. Like, with your brush, you just have to like touch it. Oops, what did I do? Well, this is not a brush, but you just like barely touch it, and that's enough pigment for your face. So let me, like, look how pigmented that is, because that's gonna be a lot on the cheek, you know. And I really like this nude shade because It's so easy to wear for every day or for whatever look you want. And I can use them as mixers to tone down the brightness of these blushes if I want to. But yeah, they're nice and matte and very wearable. And I was very happy playing with them the last couple of weeks. So these are the products that I'll be putting back. Let's shop my stash. So these are the products that I'll be putting into my makeup bag for the next couple of weeks, and I'm so excited. I have the Bahama Mama bronzer from the Balm, the Catrice Cheek Lover Oil-Infused blush in the shade Blooming Hibiscus. I have this Frankenblush on this CoverGirl blush container, and I'm looking forward to be reacquainted with this blush because I don't really remember how I feel about it. This SunGasm highlighter from Catrice. I always just kind of pair them together whenever I pull them out. I always pull them out together. This baby Laura Geller highlighter. I don't know why I feel like this is going to be too dark for me, but I want to remember if I like it. It's the Laura Geller Gilded Honey Baked Gelato Swirl highlighter. That's a mouthful. I am super excited for these two new Rare Beauty blushes. I got them for Boxing Day. They were like more than half off, I think. They're in the shade Love and Truth. Can't wait to get to know them this next couple of weeks. Ah, so pretty. I haven't even like swatched them because they're so pretty. Can't wait to use them tomorrow. So these are the products that I'll be using the next couple of weeks. You know what? I'm gonna pull out another highlighter because these two might be a bit more intense for day to day, and I don't know. Like I haven't used this in a while because I feel like it's gonna be too dark. So I want a backup highlighter that I know is a safe go to because this one I feel like the last couple of times I've worn this, it looked a little chunkier than I'd like, but I don't remember. So I'm gonna pull in another highlighter. Here, I've pulled in the Old Faithful Essence Pure Nude highlighter. I know that this is a trusty highlighter for just in case these two don't work out that well for me. Yes, so these are the products I'll be putting into this month's makeup bag. Oh, you know what? I have an update for these foundations. These are my oldest foundations, and the last few times I've been using these, the last couple, like in the last month, I've started to notice that the texture and the finish on the skin is not as nice as it used to be. I mean, this is well expired, but I am really pushing it because I really want to finish the rest of this. It's a lot lighter than I remember. But again, it's a lot older than it's than you know like than my other foundations. So I'm really trying to see in the next couple of weeks or next couple of months if it's even worth finishing these or should I just toss them because they're not performing as I remember when I think about how much I like them. Yeah. So as a backup, I've been I've put this foundation back in my rotation, Believe Beauty Skin Finish Foundation. This I distinctly remember is a bit more hydrating and has a fresh, dewy finish on the skin. Like it's not glowy, but it has that nice, um, like fresh, healthy look on the skin. That's a bit more glowier than the fresh wear. And I thought it would be fitting for winter and drier weather. Yeah, so that's why I put it back in my rotation. I'm also just trying to change it up because I've been really focusing on these two foundations for the last couple of months. So I'm hoping that this would kind of change it up for me. I have successfully finished the Hard Candy Primer. So I am working on this one. You know what? Let me change that language. I am not working on this one as if I just need to finish it. I am now using this one. It's the Poreless Putty Primer from e.l.f. And I am confident that I'm going to finish this just like maybe by the end of February because there's not much left in there. And I have another primer on standby because I'm pretty sure this will be done in the next month. And I got this tiny sample stroke cream that I've been using interchangeably with this primer, the Radiant Primer from Believe Beauty. So that's there to mix in with the Very Matte Superstay foundation. And this actually ran out. This ran out over the Christmas break, but I took my white mixing pigment and my yellow mixing pigment and just kind of like pumped it right into the tube, and I've been using it as a replacement for this color corrector to lighten and warm up these foundations. And yeah, that's it. I'm going to put these things in and I'm going to change out my makeup brushes as well. Thank you so much for being here and for hanging out with me, and I'll let you know how I like these products. Thank you so much. Bye. I'm so excited to do my makeup tomorrow. How is it gonna fit? How is this all gonna fit? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think that works.